guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to take you along for a little day in the life, kind of more behind the scenes of what my day looks like from a homemaking perspective. So I, of course, started my day with a little liquid IV, and now I'm getting the kids' breakfast ready. I just made them biscuits, well, sausage biscuits this morning. And while they eat breakfast, I take that opportunity usually to finish getting ready for myself or to do things like making my bed or tie up any loose ends that I haven't done in the morning.
And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. There's no
So I love using cast iron, and I absolutely love the little cast iron scrubber that I use. It's just like a chainmail style scrubber, and it works amazing. So if you're a cast iron user, I highly recommend it. Now I'm just getting our dinner in the crock pot, and this was actually our first time making the Mississippi style roast. So I'm just putting some homemade ranch dip seasoning on the roast, and then also putting a little au jus. I did not use all of this because I didn't want it to be super salty, and so I just used about a half a packet. And then of course put some pepperoncinos in there. Now these pepperoncinis, I kind of thought that they would be a little more flavorful than what they were. The recipe said to use 4 to 5. I definitely went on to add more juice and more pepperoncinis because I just wanted a little more of that flavor. And then I used half a stick of butter just cut up and placed on top, and then it just cooks on low for 8 hours, and it was delicious. I'll get onto that later. We also have been getting some green beans out of the garden, so I took the opportunity to go ahead and string and break all of those to get them ready for the evening to throw into a pot with a little bit of chicken flavoring and water to boil those up.
Noah, do you want a half or a whole? A whole. You want a whole? Okay, wait. Let's just say you want Here, Mommy.
Tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, something's gotta give.
So we are waiting for our Target pickup. It is hot as blazes. My car says it's 97 right now, which is insane, and I definitely believe it, that's for sure. So we have this little Target pickup with a few of my crew. The 2 older boys are at home, and Noah's taking his nap since John still works from home. And so we have to get this Target pickup, and then we have to run to the pharmacy, and then I think I have a gift card. I think I'm gonna stop at Starbucks and get John and I an iced caramel macchiato as a special treat today. So are you jealous?
Yes.
We have ice cream sandwiches at home.
Yeah.
That makes everything better. Okay, so a little bit of story time. So when I went out to feed the chickens earlier, we ended up going on a wild bunny chase. We'll call it that. Can't call it a goose chase because it was literally a bunny. So our rabbit Harold, he lives outside now. He has a special little fancy rabbit hutch. And when I went to check his water, he was missing. He had dug his way out underneath and behind and was gone, like completely gone. So we were convinced he was just gone, like that was the end of it, because I mean, he got loose in the yard and our yard isn't fenced. So so John took lunch and he came outside, and about that time I saw something move in the bushes next to the back porch, and lo and behold, it was Harold. So we sequestered him. Took some time. He came to me at first, but when I reached down to pick him up, it was almost like he was like, ha ha, you thought I was gonna let you get me. And so we did get him, and he is back in his home, and he didn't go too far. He loves us too much, I guess, to go too far, but it was kind of scary to be like, oh my gosh, Harold's gone, wasn't it?
Yes.
Y'all were really sad at the idea. So anyway, yay, we found Harold, all is good. And so yeah. Okay, so I got something new. It is the iced almond honey flat white. So it's okay. Starbucks is always just kind of for me. Sorry, Starbucks. I'm a Dunkin' girl through and through. So I was going to show you guys real life here. Little Legos and pieces. Anyway, so all of this, I have actually been rearranging and redoing some things in this room. So previously, this was over on this wall, if you guys remember. And so now I decided this chair right here was in this corner. But I have decided, obviously, to move it here. And I kind of like that. And then this is now here. So this is something else that I added to our homeschool room this year. And I'm super excited about it. And these things come out. So if we want to use certain supplies, I can just grab those. But I kind of like this new setup a little bit better. And then all of this is just like books that need to be, well, they're actually organized into piles by who they belong to and where they go. This is like overflow curriculum that needs to be taken downstairs, and like a purge box and random things still to go through right there. But that's kind of how I have things set up. So this board right here, we are doing gentle and classical primer for Lily, but we're actually going to use some of this stuff from Gentle Classical Primer as part of our morning time this upcoming year. So like the verse we're going to memorize as a family. Catechism, we're actually not using the one that comes with Gentle and Classical. I actually made these cards, by the way. And I made printouts of each catechism for the one that we use. And then our virtue, hygiene, and manners, which we probably won't go over that as a family. I'll leave it up there for Lily. And then these need to be laminated so they sit flat. But right here, each day or week, we will have just like a jotted down card beside history where we will go over like important dates or people that we've been learning about in history, and then the same thing with science. So I thought that would just be good to go over in the mornings when we're all together, just in morning time, talking about, you know, going over our verses and catechism, and then also what our history concept and science concept currently is. So that's what that is. And so yeah, I was just going to show you guys that, but I've been working on this. I'm kind of at a stall and a standstill with it right now. But because I actually need to get some organizers, which actually is part of what I got in our Target order. So I got one of these because I thought these would sit on the bookshelf well. So things that, like, for example, we used My Father's World this past year. And so my thought was this would be a great way to store all the pieces of that on the bookshelf instead of just putting everything on the bookshelf and it getting kind of like moved around as we add more to it. everything will be in this box and then on the bookshelf. So if I need My Father's World, I can just grab this off the bookshelf where we have like our overflow curriculum and stuff downstairs. So I got a few of those. They're long enough. These are from Target. The ones at Walmart, I was there last night. The ones at Walmart are like not this long. So they won't hold like a full length book or anything like that. Dinner was almost done and then I remembered you're supposed to make mashed potatoes. So we're over here peeling our taters so we can get them in the pot and then boiled and mashed. I hope you guys enjoyed this day in the life, and I will see you guys on future videos. Thanks so much, guys, and have a blessed day.